Watch the clearance on the left. Bring it down easy.
Temperature sensors monitor the water, confirming the temperature is maintained at a precise chilled level to actively minimize bacterial and microbial growth.
The shallots are lifted out of the soaking tank by a perforated incline conveyor and moved directly into the vigorous cleaning zone of the mechanical abrasion peeler system.
The second bank of high-speed knives activates immediately after the first, cleanly removing the tough basal plate from the bottom of the... Shallots exit the primary wash and move into the large, secondary rinse bath, which uses only fresh, cold, potable standard water.
constantly circulating water inside the primary rinse tank is actively working to extract the loose starch and sugars.
The partially rinsed shallot slices are transferred from the primary tank via a submerged perforated conveyor
If the shallot slices show any tendency towards sticking or clumping, the intensity of the water jets and mechanical agitation
All yellow physical safety guards and interlocks surrounding the high-speed industrial centrifuge are visually checked and confirmed to be securely locked and operational. The power supply and motor control system for the high-speed centrifuge are rigorously tested at low speed, verifying smooth operation.
The collected water that was extracted by the centrifuge is channeled away through a dedicated floor drain system for filtration or proper industrial disposal.
High-velocity air jets inside the dryer are optimized to gently lift and fluidize the shallot slices. If the moisture content is measured too low, the automated drying process is paused, preventing scorching.
If the measured moisture content is determined to be too high,
the shallot material is automatically rerouted back to the
High-efficiency electrical heat exchangers submerged within the fryer begin actively raising the bulk volume of palm oil toward
Painterines. The powerful fryer hood and dedicated ventilation system are switched on and operating at maximum capacity to
Shallot slices encounter the initial submergence zone, where a specialized perforated rake mechanism gently pushes the slices down into the hot palm oil bath.
The speed of the perforated steel conveyor belt moving through the hot oil is precisely locked, maintaining a consistent shallot residence time within the fryer.
Self-propelling. The intensity of the oil bubbling visibly decreases across the fryer surface, indicating that the internal moisture.
The oil level within the large fryer is automatical and continuously maintained by the makeup system, replacing oil absorbed by the shallots to keep the depth constant.
The hot, drained fried shallots proceed directly toward the advanced secondary deoiling stage to further enhance shelf stability and final texture.
If that rapid fat content in those shallots reveals the percentage is too high, the performance.
The oil extracted by the centrifuge is collected and smoothly returned via piping to the main fryer reservoir for reuse in the continuous frying process.
The temperature of the hot, recycled oil being returned to the fryer is logged by a thermal sensor to ensure it integrates smoothly into the main heating system.
It is in.
A final, highly accurate measurement confirms the residual oil content of the fried shallots is within the
If needed, a small quantity of food-grade seasoning adherence agent, like starch powder, is introduced alongside the salt to improve the bonding.
orientation check, alignment correction, presentation standard.
The finalized pallet of product is moved into a dedicated industrial wrapper, which applies layers of protective.
The BOLs are printing now. Can you check them against the manifest?
Already doing that. I'll verify the customs codes before stamping. Pallet 25 is loaded and verified. Go ahead.
Everything seemed to be in order here.
Yes, shipment confirmed. Thank you.
Here are the fried shallots. Can I get a signature on the tablet?
The dashboards show a drop in the crispness rating.
Yeah. And these forms agree. This sample confirms the texture isn't up to standard.
All digital and physical batch tracking data and production logs are maintained and securely.
Industrial strength caustic and enzymatic cleaning solutions are circulated through all pipes, tanks, and contact.
A food-grade sanitizing solution, specifically chlorine dioxide, is uniformly applied to all food contact.
The sanitized processing equipment is allowed to air dry completely, or is dried using sterile, clean, compressed air.
look at this hairline fracture here on segment 3.
Yes, I see the fraying starting too. We should schedule replacement for the next shutdown.
Look at the buildup here. That's significant fouling.
Agreed. I'm documenting the severity now. Efficiency is definitely compromised.
Compare the raw weight to the final packaged yield here.
Looks good. 98% efficiency. We can approve the batch.
The rejected fried product weight is still too high according to these manifests. We need to finalize the reduction strategy.
Agreed. Let's review the root cause analysis.
Inventory management confirms that the required quantity of raw shallots for the next day's production is released from cold storage and staged for the morning shift.